guys, it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. We're going to be talking about how Erling Haaland and Dani are on the top of Barcelona's transfer list for next summer and in the winter transfer window as well, and how Ronald Koeman has only 4 games left to save his job. He is on the verge of being sacked by Joan Laporta. You've got some contract renewal updates around Ousmane, Dembele, and Ansu Fati, and also a big Ansu Fati injury boost as well. And lastly, Collado is still not registered, and as of right now, he cannot play for Barcelona in any competition. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes in this video. It'll be very much appreciated. And also make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Before we get into this video is sponsored by the One Football app. It's an absolutely brilliant football app that I've been using now for the past few years. It's the best in my opinion. It has everything you need. Breaking news, transfer news, videos. You have all the matches in the top 5 leagues in one spot, or you can even add more leagues. I believe it has 160 different leagues. And also you can follow your favorite football team. Of course, for me, it's going to be Barcelona. You can have, predictions. It tells you the next games. You have news about it as well. You have a nice little place where you can see all the tables for Champions League, Copa del Rey, Super Cup, La Liga. You can have the squad list as well. You can see all the first team players of Barcelona and some of the Barcelona B players as well. Nice little spot for transfers as well, for everything that's linked to just Barcelona. And during the match, there is live voting of the man of the match. But what I love about this app the most is when we score, it tells you who assists, it tells you if it's a penalty or an own goal. Some apps don't do that. It's absolutely brilliant. Of course, it has full-time stats as well, offside, possession. It also has news on La Liga, transfers on La Liga, and stats as well, top scorer, assists, red cards, yellow cards. This is by far the best football app out there, and the best part is it's free. So top link in the description down below. Give it a go. You won't be disappointed. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. The first player that I want to discuss is Erling Haaland, coming in from Romano, and he's come out saying that Erling Haaland will cost 75 million euros this summer plus bonuses. His entourage has received approaches from Spanish clubs, English clubs, PSG, and Bayern Munich as well are also in the race, and Haaland will choose his next club with the vision and project of the club being his absolute priority. So for Haaland, the sporting project, the future of the club is going to be his top priority. Will he come to Barcelona? The big question. I think right now, I think it's a big fat no, but can Joan Laporta convince him? Can Joan Laporta convince Mino Raiola? I think we have a good project coming up for the future. Very young players. We have a good, strong team coming up for the future. But for the now, it's pretty bad. So it's going to be tough to get Erling Haaland this summer. Of course, with him being, basically a free agent, every single top club in the world are going to want him. I think right now, in my opinion, the top 3 clubs at the moment are Barcelona, Manchester United, and Manchester City. I think Real Madrid, they can afford him for sure. But where Erling Haaland want to go to Real Madrid knowing that Kylian Mbappe is going to be there. He won't be the star player. Of course, he has to share the world there. If he wants to build a super team, he can just go to Real Madrid. No problems about that. If he wants to, be the star man, be, the face of the club, maybe Barcelona, maybe Man City, maybe even Man United with Ronaldo still there, though that's probably unlikely. So wait and see what happens with Erling Haaland. Barcelona are in the race, no doubt about that, but it will be very, very difficult to win the race. Now, the second player that Barcelona have been linked to over the past 24 hours is Youri Tielemans from Leicester City, coming in Fernando Polo from Mundo Deportivo, and he's come out saying that Barcelona like Youri Tielemans a lot for physical and technical characteristics, but today he is not the priority of the club. Real Madrid, Manchester United, and Liverpool are also interested, and his contract expires in June 2023. So right now, Youri Tielemans is in talk with Leicester City over a contract renewal, but of course, with him being, having only 2 years left on his contract, rumors are going to start coming all over the place from top clubs, push the contract renewal even further. I don't really think Barcelona are interested in him. Maybe on a free deal, that could be a possibility, but, paying actual money for him, I highly doubt that. So again, I think Barcelona here just being used to get his contract renewal up and running. Now, the third player that Barcelona have been linked to over the past 24 hours is Onana, the Ajax goalkeeper, again coming in from Romano, and he's come out saying that Barcelona are closely following Onana as a player who grew up in La Masia. His contract ends this summer in June 2022. Inter Milan had been in contact with his agents for a long time and see him as a perfect heir to Samir Handanovic in Inter Milan. So Onana on a free deal next summer could be a possibility for Barcelona. Of course, the former La Masia player, and that could open the door to the exit of Neto as well. For me, I would take him on a free, no doubt about that, but of course, this has some, drug and doping problems, could be, that kind of character. Of course, he hasn't played in the past few months because he has been banned by FIFA. So I think he's a fantastic goalkeeper, don't get me wrong. I think that would be an excellent, goalkeeper to have on the bench, back up to Ter Stegen if he gets injured, something like that. on a free deal, I would 100% do it, but I'm not quite sure if Joan Laporta would do it. We'll wait and see though, but he will be free this summer, and so far no talks over a contract renewal with Ajax. And the fourth and final player that Barcelona have been linked to is the main target, and that is Dani Olmo, again coming in from Romano, and he's come out saying that Barcelona really did approach RB Leipzig for Dani Olmo at the end of the window, but there was never really any chance of completing a deal. RB Leipzig considered him untouchable, and Barcelona and other clubs will keep a close eye on him in the near future. So Romano coming out confirming that Barcelona did attempt to get him on deadline day and make that bid. Of course, you don't know the exact number. Could be 40 million, could be that 70 million that was reported. I highly doubt that, but no doubt 100% Dani Olmo is the priority for Barcelona for the upcoming January transfer window as well as the summer. Now, Oriel from TV3 came out saying that Dani Olmo is Barcelona's #1 target for the winter transfer market, but if Dani Olmo does not come, another player will come. So he's saying Barcelona are going to go guns-ho all out for Dani Olmo. If they can't do it, they will sign someone else. So expect Barcelona to spend some cash in the January transfer window. Hopefully be on a good player for the future, not some, patch again, like, a Luke de Jong or a Braithwaite, something like that. I trust Joan Laporta. There is money there for January, so we'll have to wait and see if we do sign. But Oriel saying that 100% Barcelona will sign someone. At the moment, the main target is Dani Olmo. Let's now get into the news surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours. The first topic that I want to discuss is contract renewals. Firstly, on Ansu Fati, coming in from Fernando Polo from Mundo Deportivo, and he's come out saying that Ansu Fati told Mateo Alemán that he wants to succeed at Barcelona. Barcelona consider him non-transferable and also want to improve his salary. The club will offer him a new contract and not unilaterally extend it. There is total confidence in the renewal. So of course, the club still believe right now there's a 2-year contract extension, but on Ansu Fati's side, Jorge Mendes, his agent, are saying that he signed that when he was underage. That does not count. So again, a little bit 50-50 on this. Barcelona think his contract expires this summer with plus 2 years. Jorge Mendes and Ansu Fati believe he expires this summer with no plus 2 years. But anyways, the priority for Barcelona is to renew his contract. Again, remember in January, he can talk to any club in the world for free, and he could sign a pre-contract agreement. But we do have some good news about his fitness coming in from eSport 3, and they came out saying that yesterday, for the first time, Ansu Fati was able to complete the full training session with the group. The sensations are good, and is currently not ruled out that he could appear in the squad list against Granada, depending on the evaluation over the next few days. So Ansu Fati completed his first training session since back in November 2020. That's some good news. We are very, very close to his return. Of course, we're hearing reports he could come back after the international break in October. We'll have to wait and see. We want to be 100% sure with Ansu Fati. We don't want no relapse. We've seen, other players get injured and come back and get that injury again. We don't want that with Ansu Fati. He has to be 120% fit. He completed his first training session, and right now the signs are good. So we can expect his return to the pitch very, very soon, and also talks over a contract renewal will begin very soon as well. The next contract renewal update is on Ousmane Dembele, again coming in from Fernando Polo from Mundo Deportivo, and he's come out saying that Barcelona want to meet with Ousmane Dembele's agent as soon as possible, but there is no specific date right now set for them to meet. One of the options is this Tuesday coming up. There is optimism due to the signals transmitted by the player to the club, but the agreement is not yet mature. So Dembele is kind of giving signs to Barcelona saying that, look, I took number 7 shirt, I want to succeed at Barcelona, so wink wink, I kind of want to stay. But right now, no talks have begun. There is meetings scheduled. They have been, dialing around with his agents over the past few months, but the real business will start very soon, so wait and see how it goes. But again, he is injured, and once he comes back, he will not play if he does not sign a new contract. I'll make this 100% clear. He comes back, gets the green light, starts to play. That means his contract renewal is going to be very, very close. Agreement is reached. If he comes back and he doesn't play, that means there's no contract renewal. So watch out for that. The contract renewal talks will begin with Ousmane Dembele very, very soon. Let's now discuss some injury updates around Barcelona over the past 24 hours. The first player is going to be Pedri. He did pick up an injury against Bayern Munich in the Champions League on Tuesday. The club announced that he has a muscular injury in his quadriceps in his left thigh, and he will be out for a little while. Coming in from Javi Miguel from AS, he's come out saying that Pedri will be out for around 2 to 3 weeks. In the best case scenario, he could reappear against Atletico Madrid, which would be very optimistic. So of course, the Atletico Madrid game is the game before the international break. He could make that. If he does not make that, he'll probably sit out for the international break, which is going to be around a week and a half, 2 weeks. I hope that will be the case. I want him to take his time. We don't want him to come back, rush him back, and get a relapse. What's the rush for? There is no rush. We're shit. We're shit. We're not gonna win anything. Why are you gonna rush him? Take his time. I'm seeing even reports coming out right now saying that, oh, he'll only need 10 days. Oh, Barcelona want to rush him back for the game against whatever they won against before Atletico Madrid. I think it's like Cadiz or something like that. no need to rush Pedri. We are in good shape. We're crap anyways. Doesn't matter. Let him take his time. So right now, his recovery, I'd say, is around 2 to 4 weeks. If he does not make the Atletico Madrid game, he'll definitely be out for the international break. So wait and see. We did pick up an injury against Bayern Munich. The next and final injury update is on Jordi Alba in the same game as Pedri against Bayern Munich in the Champions League. He picked up a firmer bicep injury in his right thigh, and also he went into the match sick. He had a 38.5 fever, which by the way means you're very, very sick, and he went on and played the game. I mean, I cannot believe that. Anyways, Javi Miguel came out saying that Jordi Alba will be out for around 3 to 4 weeks. The player will most certainly miss the games against Granada, Cadiz, Levante, Benfica, and Atletico de Madrid. He could reappear against Valencia after the international break. Again, Mundo Deportivo just came out saying that he will be out for around a month. So 100% Jordi Alba will not play any games until before the international break. Afterwards, he should be able to come back against Valencia. I think Dynamo Kiev midweek, he should be coming back around there. So with Ronald Koeman risking Jordi Alba in the match against Bayern Munich, he's now going to be out for around a month. Let's now discuss some of the news that's come out after the game against Bayern Munich, which of course Barcelona played an absolutely shocking game. Firstly, coming in from Javi Miguel from AS, talking about Roberto, of course, was probably the worst Barcelona player on the pitch. He came out saying that Roberto was very touched following yesterday's game. Of course, he got booed after he came off as a sub. He cried in the dressing room after being whistled by the fans due to his bad performance. I mean, are we crybaby? We're crybaby FC. I mean, PK and Koeman defended him, saying that he played out of position against a tough rival. Well, again, why are you playing him there if he's not going to be up to scratch? Long story short, Roberto cried. I mean, Jordi Alba 2.0, what can you do? Both are right backs, or not right backs, both are full backs, are, very, very weak emotionally. So Roberto cried after he got subbed off. Now you're wondering what's going to happen with his contract renewal. We do have some updates about that coming in from Sport. They came out saying that some people in Sergi Roberto's entourage recommended that he leaves Barcelona, but the player wants to stay, and he's close to renewing his contract until June 2024 with a pay cut, and he wants to vindicate himself after the bad experience against Bayern Munich. And Juan Martin from Sport came out back in that statement as well, saying despite everything that happened in the last few hours, Sergi Roberto's situation does not change. Barcelona maintained the renewal proposal with a lower salary, and the player is willing to accept it. It's not done yet, but negotiations are very, very advanced. So again, with his bad performance, he's still going to stay nonetheless on that 2-year contract extension, and the only reason why we're doing this is to retain his value. If he had 2 years left on his current contract, Barcelona would not renew him. They try to sell him as much as they can in the summer, but then he's going to be for free in the summer. They want to retain that value, so it is what it is. What can you do? I guess the big story here is that he actually cried when he got whistled back in the dressing room. I don't understand with Barcelona's mentality here, crying after you get subbed off. You should be a man, suck it up and go out there and put in your best performance in the next match, not sit there and cry. But anyways, as an update about Roberto, his contract renewal will still be happening despite his bad performance against Bayern Munich. Now, also after the match against Bayern Munich, there were some big questions around the manager, Ronald Koeman, and apparently after the game, there was a meeting between Joan Laporta, Rafael Usti, Matteo Alemany, and as well as Ronald Koeman, first coming in from Mundo Deportivo, and they've come out saying that at the meeting between Joan Laporta, Rafael Usti, and Matteo Alemany, the defeat against Bayern Munich was analyzed. Faith in the coach and commitment to the youngsters was reaffirmed. Barcelona want to wait for the entire squad to be fit to see the real level of the team. So again, a little bit more, lenient towards Ronald Koeman. And after all these rumors started coming out about a meeting taking place about how Ronald Koeman's job could be in jeopardy, Joan Laporta came out and released a video to us culés on Twitter and Instagram. I'm going to play the video with subtitles, and I want you guys to see what he had to say. Started by saying that, hello culés, I am as disappointed and upset as all of you are at the moment. I need to tell you that what is happening is one of the situations that we expected, so we kind of expected us to lose against Bayern Munich, and I ask for your support, and I ask for you to continue supporting the team as well. I ask for you for your trust in us, for the people who are managing the club. We need your trust and time and patience, and no doubt we will solve the situation at Barcelona. Thank you very much. Visca el Barça and Visca Catalunya. Said some words there from the president, Joan Laporta. Now, after this video came out, there were reports coming out in the media saying that Ronald Koeman's job is in jeopardy. Javi Miguel came out saying that Ronald Koeman's continuation depends a lot on the next 4 games for Barcelona. Any stumble against Granada, Cadiz, Levante, or Benfica would have his future in serious doubt. The game against Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano does not count. So Like Juan Laporta said in that video, we kind of expected us to lose that game, but not in the way that we did. And the Atletico Madrid game will not count towards the record of, Ronald Koeman's, job being at stake. Helena from Cope came out back in that statement saying that Juan Laporta will not dismiss Ronald Koeman in the short term. However, he will look at the magnifying glass in the next few matches. The club is aware that Bayern is a better team, but they can't allow a further failure as it happens. So apparently, Juan Laporta was not really expecting us to. Well, he knew that the Bayern Munich were the better team, but he's not expecting us to go out there, play like shit, and lose 3-0. That was his big concern. So right now, the next 4 games for Ronald Koeman will decide his future at the club. He is on the verge of being sacked. So we'll wait and see what happens. Right now, there are reports coming out saying that if he is sacked, Jordi Cruyff will come in as the interim manager. We'll wait and see. We got Cadiz, Granada, Levante, and Benfica. 4 wins, or you're done, Ronald Koeman. Let's see how he does now with, Pedri getting injured, Jordi Alba getting injured. It's going to be a big blow. Of course, there are obstacles for Ronald Koeman, but again, you can't go out there playing like that at the Camp Nou, park the bus, counterattack, and against one of the, best teams in the world. So wait and see what happens with Ronald Koeman. Right now, his job is in jeopardy. Any slip up in the next 4 matches for Barcelona could cost him his job. Now, a player that could have actually been useful in the match against Bayern Munich would have been Collado. This is coming in from Candecer, and they've come out saying that Collado's case looks very bad. It looks like he will not be possible to register him with Barcelona B. He was unregistered to sign with Sheffield United, and now the termination process cannot be cancelled to process his registration. So Collado cannot play for Barcelona. From now until January, he cannot play in any competition. Copa del Rey, Super Cup, Champions League, La Liga, nothing. He cannot play in anything. All he's going to be doing now from September till January is train with the first team every single day. Very, very disappointed. I think, he could have been an asset in those games. Maybe against, Granada on Monday, could have started alongside, Memphis and Luke de Jong, or Memphis and Coutinho, whoever. It's disappointing. He was waiting for his chance. He would have got his chance now with Pedri getting injured and all the injuries that we had to Martin Braithwaite as well. And now we can't even bloody register him, which is quite disappointing for him. So yeah, from now on until January, he can't play. As of right now, maybe things will change, hopefully. And 100% he's going to go out on loan in January. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. And of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to first say about Ronald Koeman being close to the sack. Do you think he will get sacked this season or not? Secondly, on Erling Haaland and Dani, do you think we'll be able to obtain both players or not? And lastly, on the contract renewal of Ousmane, Dembele, and Ansu Fati, do you believe that Barcelona will complete them both before January or not? And also make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.